back here, there is not a lot of legroom for people over here. Other than that, there is a 12 volt charging socket over here, and there is a center armrest for users, which is pretty nice. So the car also has a very nice multimedia system. It also has navigation and also has a lot of Bluetooth options. The car has a lot of power in the third and fourth gear. I've driven this car for a bit. I've driven it from Mumbai to Panchgini, and on the expressway the car performs brilliantly. The car touches 140, but 140 is the limiter. The car does not cross 140 at all, no matter what. Even if the road is free, the car does not cross 140. So the car has powered by a 1.5 liter diesel engine. So there are petrol and diesel variants, and there are a lot of variants, around 16 to 17 variants with different transmissions available. This is the 1.5 liter manual diesel engine, the top of the line VX model. The car costs 11.20 lakhs on road, which is a bit high, I feel, for a car like this. I would rather buy an i20 than an Amaze in the same price range. And so the car produces 100 horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque, which come in very early, again because it's a diesel car. It comes in very early at around 1750 RPM. So the car does not have a very great pickup, but the car is very powerful in the mid-range. So the real power of the car comes in after the third gear. So once the third gear is engaged, the car performs brilliantly. The car revs a lot, and it doesn't sound bad. The car's revs does not sound bad at all. Personally, I love driving this car, even though it's not in the correct price segment, I feel. But I love driving this car. It's a very nice small car with a lot of power to offer. 100 horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque is very good for a car this size, and powered by a diesel engine, so the torque is pretty amazing. Right now the car just touched 70 in third gear. So the car goes up to 120 in the fourth gear, and the fifth gear is also not very powerful. The fifth gear does not really have a lot of punch in it, and it's just so that you can shift up and not keep redlining the car. The car goes up to 120 in around the fourth gear, and then it goes from 120 to 140 in the fifth gear. So the car has nice steering wheel mounted controls. There are controls for the multimedia system, and there's also controls for the cruise control. So the car automatically goes into an eco mode once the car starts cruising. So when you're pressing the accelerator, the car is consuming power, but once you're cruising, the car goes on eco, just like that. The car is on eco mode right now, and then once you press the accelerator again, the car shifts back to power mode. So the car revs amazingly. I'm on third gear, which is the most powerful gear in the car. The third and the fourth gear are the most powerful gears. The first and second gear are not so powerful, and the fifth gear lacks complete power. The fifth gear is no fun. There is no fun driving the car in fifth gear. So the car gives a very good average. The claimed average is of 25 km per liter, which is in the diesel engine. But in city, it can give you anywhere around 12 to 14 km per liter. And on the highway, it gave me 19 km per liter. So I was driving this car on a good speed of 120, 130 on the expressway. But once you start crossing 130, the car starts to wobble. The car starts to move from here to there. The steering wheel starts to move. It is not a lot of fun taking the car over 120 because it becomes scary. The ride becomes very scary after 140, after 120. So it's better keeping the car under a 110, 120, in which you can enjoy the car completely. The car revs like a maniac. I love revving this car. I love driving the car in all four gears except the fifth one. So the car is also very small, so overtaking in the car is also pretty nice. The car redlines at around 3500 rpm, which is also pretty impressive. So there's one issue in the car, and that is you can't turn off the traction control. So you can't launch start the car. The car does wheel spin a bit, but because it's a diesel engine, the real power comes in a bit later. So I'm gonna rev the car. It's in the second gear right now. Second gear 60. Third gear goes up to 100, and then the fourth gear goes up to 120. This is pretty nice for a small car. The car sounds also pretty nice. It doesn't sound a very bad car. Doesn't sound like it's trying too hard to reach to the 3500 red line. So I also driven the Honda Amaze CVT before. The CVT gearbox is a very bad gearbox. There are way better CVTs out there in the market. The gearbox is also very jerky. The gear shifts are very jerky, and after the fourth gear it just sounds very bad. So steering wheel looks also nice. It is a nice 3-spoke steering wheel which offers a lot of feel and feedback. It is very light, it's not very heavy. It doesn't also weigh up. After some certain speed it remains the same weight. So once you cross 80 or 100, you have to keep both hands on the steering wheel to make sure you're following the path of the road. So I like how they've kept the speed limit very realistic for this car. They've not kept it at 200, 220 to just excite the customers, because these cars don't go that much. So I like that. One thing that Honda has done. The other thing is that the Honda has given a very nice infotainment system over here. It also has navigation. It does not have live navigation, but it has navigation, which is pretty nice. The speakers are not very nice. The speakers are very inferior quality. It has a very impressive piano black finish on the cuts over here, which I like on the dashboard, entire dashboard. The dashboard has a lot of plastics, but the piano black makes it better. So I like the gearbox in this car. The gearbox is very small. It does not look very attractive, but I love the way it shifts. I love the way it works. It is very smooth. It is very slick shifting. The gearbox, the ride height, the position of the car, the position of driving is also very nice. You can see the bumper, you can see the bonnet of the car. So the car redlines at 4000 rpm. It reaches 60 in the second gear when it redlines. The car's braking is solid. The braking makes you gain so much confidence while driving the car at speed, which is very nice. So the car is a front wheel drive obviously, so it does wheel spin a bit. So the car's turning radius is also very short. The car, you can turn the car quickly anywhere. The car shifts also very quickly. The gear shifts are very quick. While downshifting also, the car is very nice in it. You can rev the car, you can rev match the car and downshift from 5th to 4th or from 4th to 3rd to get a very nice pick. The car cuts into corners and lanes very nicely. I'm enjoying driving this car, honestly. It's a lot of fun driving a very nice, powerful manual. There is also 1.2 liter petrol variant offered in this car, which is a bit less powerful and there's a less punch in it. So the car doesn't pick up in the second and third gear very nicely. So if the car is on a lower speed, the car does not pick up in second gears, unlike most cars which generally do. First gear 30, second gear 60. Okay guys, this is pretty much it. This is the Honda Amaze 1.5 liter diesel engine powered by a manual transmission for you. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Please like, share and subscribe the channel, and follow me on my Instagram at zubin.thecarguy, and stay tuned for latest updates.